I'm Martin Flo, principal of Ingram High School. As principal of Ingram High School for the last 14 years, I've seen firsthand the impact of further education for our graduates. Currently, Ingram has partnered with Dr. Warren Brown and North Seattle College to provide free 13th year tuition for graduating Ingram students. To expand this to 2 years for all high school graduates provides equity and excellence for the entire city. To witness this opportunity for all students will be a highlight of my educational career. On behalf of all Seattle educators, I would like to thank Mayor Durkan and the City of Seattle for the Seattle Promise. Please welcome Seattle City Council member Deborah Juarez.
Thank you. Wow. Good afternoon. How's everyone doing today? Good. Good. So you all know you're in District 5, right? You all know you're D5ers, right? How many are getting ready? Who's all close to 18 and getting ready to vote? Good. Deborah Juarez, District 5. So I am your councilwoman. I'm also proud to have the mighty Ingram Rams in my district. Though my kids went to Nathan Hale, I'm sorry, but now I'm here for you guys. In 1959, I have something very in common with this school. In 1959 is when it was built, and that was the same year I was born, so your school is exactly 29 years old. But today I want to talk to you about something really important. Today we're here to talk to you about making you a promise. And this sounds very simplistic, but what is a promise? It's a verb and a noun, and we're here to do both for you today. We're here to make you a promise, we're here to make a promise to you, and to recognize you as our promise. If you make a promise, you promise that you will do something. You will say to someone that you will definitely do it, and we're going to do that. If you promise someone something, you tell them that you definitely believe in them, and you will give it to them, and you will make sure they have it. We got you. A promise is a statement that you made to a person in which you say that you will definitely do something or give them something. If you make a promise, you should keep it. Check, we got that. The City of Seattle, the Seattle City Council, and our Mayor, Jenny Durkan, is on it. If someone shows promise, it means they are likely to be good or successful. You have that promise. We see that in you. We want to invest in you, and you're a good bet. Not only do we believe in you, we believe you are our promise. You are your parents' promise. You are your community's promise. You matter. A vow is to do right by somebody because they deserve it, and you want to honor your word and value their gifts. You deserve it, and we want to honor you and value your gifts for all of our children in the City of Seattle. You are our successful prospect for the future. Again, you are our promise. So let's fast forward 59 years today, and here we are ushering in a historic opportunity to send our students to college. The 13-year Promise program has already seen great success in South Seattle, and as you know, the program is finally expanding to Ingram High School. It's finally expanding to the North End. I met with President Dr. Warren Brown of North Seattle College last week, and he was beaming with pride. He was beaming with pride because the Ingram High School students stepped up to the plate. 80 Ingram High School students applied to attend North Seattle College for the 2018-2019 school year. Okay, so now I have some statistics for you, so you gotta listen up, because when you go to college, you're gonna have to take stats. Of those 47%, you are the first generation college students. You're making a change, and change is good. It means growth. It means you're growing. You are what every parent wants, that their children do better, have more opportunity, success in whatever they choose to do in their pursuit of happiness. I'm so very, very proud of you. 39% of you hadn't even considered attending college before the 13-year Promise program, and you reached out to your school and we're here today. This is powerful. Almost 40%, that means 4 out of 10 of your classmates never thought of themselves as college students until given the opportunity to see themselves as such. You see yourself, we see you, and you're our promise. Congratulations, you're on your way. These numbers are particularly important because high school students from low and middle income families are 20% likely to go to college than high income families like me. I was born, as they say, poor, maybe in wealth, but not in other things, on the Puyallup Reservation. I went to Upward Bound, and look where I'm here today. I'm hoping 10, 15, 20 years from now, one of you is standing here saying, "You are my promise." Now we have access to affordable higher education. It's now in a crisis nationwide, and the Seattle Promise will help narrow the achievement gap for our most vulnerable students. Seattle will join the ranks of New York, Tennessee, Rhode Island, Portland, and San Francisco in offering free college to our high school students. Access to quality higher education is the foundation of our working families to compete in the global economy. And we can thank Sabrina for the word global economy. Where are you, Sabrina? My phenomenal, there she is, UW grad. Sabrina, much like me, grew up in the same way with the odds against her, ended up going to the University of Washington, working for the Gates Foundation, is now my #1 staffer in my office. That's what a promise means, that somebody believed in Sabrina, like somebody believed in me, like we believe in you. I'm proud of our city on this historic day. Before I hand it over to the man that is going to make it all happen, along with Dr. Warren Brown, President Dr. Warren Brown, and our great mayor, Mayor Jenny Durkan, let me say this. In the wake of the recent shootings in Florida and all the other craziness you see on TV that we all worry about, please don't lose hope. Know that we love you. We want you to be safe. We want you to succeed wherever life takes you. We just hope you remember our words today. And know, truly know, you are our future, our promise, our shot at making this world a better place. Thank you. I would like to now introduce our Chancellor of Seattle Colleges, Dr. Shouan. Thank you.
Good afternoon. Honorable Mayor Durkan, Honorable Councilwoman Juarez, Superintendent Dr. Nyland, our trustee, Rosa Peralta, is with us. Students, teachers, friends, and supporters. For over 50 years, Seattle College has been a significant force, a major contributor to expand post-secondary education attainment and economic development in the city of Seattle. We carry our work in close partnership with city government, Seattle Public Schools business, and many other partners. Today, in a few minutes, with the signing of the partnership agreement, our partnership with the city, where Seattle Public Schools will be kicked up another notch. We will be in a strong alliance to take on what I call a game-changing program that will yield long-term wins for Seattle's youth, families, business, a program that will positively impact equity, poverty, homelessness, and economic development. When a city like Seattle, educational institutions, business work together, we can move mountains. Seattle Promise Tuition Program builds on the promise made by the 13-year Scholar Program at South Seattle, a program started by a group of volunteers, dedicated volunteers at the South Seattle College Foundation. Today, by signing this partnership agreement, we are forging ahead and writing the next chapter of the 13-year program. Mayor Durkan's vision for the Seattle Promise program expands that vision, that model, to include tuition funding for the first 2 years and provides access to graduates from all Seattle high schools. By guarantee every graduate from the participating high schools tuition-free college and wrap-around services, we are increasing access to education and improve success rate for our community students, particularly those from underserved groups, students of color, low-income families, and first-generation students. This is also an important program for middle-income families who sometimes make just a little bit too much to qualify for significant financial aid, but who in reality needs help. Seattle Promise program will remove much of the financial strain felt by students and families when making a decision about college. By taking care of tuition, students now can focus on finding a degree and a career path that will lead to a much better future. This is also about building a college-going culture in our community. We want every child, as early as elementary school, to be able to raise their hands confidently and have an answer when asked this question: who here plans to go to college? It's important to note we will do more than just sending a check to cover tuition. Our dedicated staff will work with middle school, high school students before they start the college to aid a smooth transition to higher education. This support includes college readiness workshops, financial aid, college application help, financial aid application help, college placement, exam workshops. Staff continue to support schools throughout their 2 years at one of our Seattle colleges. The scholarship is open to all graduates from participating high school, regardless of their GPA, income, or national origin. All participating students are guaranteed to have 2 years of tuition covered through a combination of need-based financial aid and Seattle Promise scholarship funds. Research has repeatedly shown that obtaining a high school diploma and at least 1 year post-secondary credential is the tipping point for many students to earn living wage jobs or continue with their education. We have also learned that tuition-free college and robust student support services are the key to success. Seattle Promise capitalizes on this and shows that together we can build a bright future for our residents and ensure their prosperity for decades to come. In this country, in America, it is education that provides the surest path out of poverty. In Seattle, having a post-secondary credential still gives the assurance for landing a good-paying jobs. Talent is universal. It really defines the lines of race, national origin, ethnicity, sexual orientation. But unfortunately, opportunity is not universal. Today's program, the Seattle Promise program, will provide opportunity to many low-income, underserved families whose children have the dream to better themselves. I want to thank you, Mayor Durkan, Seattle City Council, for your vision, for your support. Thank you, Dr. Nyland, and Seattle Public Schools Board of Directors, for Seattle College's trustees, my fellow executives at the Seattle Colleges, our foundation supporters. Thank you for your leadership, for your vision. Let's work together, make this happen. Thank you. Got excited, forgot. Let me introduce to you, invite Dr. Larry Nyland, Superintendent, Seattle Public Schools.
Wow, what an exciting day. This is a dream come true, and truly is an investment in our future youth, and in our future of our community. As great partners with Seattle Colleges for many years, and great partners with the City of Seattle for a number of years, I can't thank Mayor Durkan and Chancellor Pan enough for pulling this together and including Seattle schools in this exciting opportunity. This truly is I believe the kind of the opportunity of the future, when we can come together across different entities, as we can come together across public, private, and as we can build a dream together. It's awesome what it will make a difference for in the lives of our youth and in the health of our community. Dr. Pan talked about the wraparound services. I've
had the opportunity over the last 4 years to see that in action. I think there's about 600 students that have gone through the 13th year promise that South Seattle colleges began. And truly, those are amazing wraparound services, starting from the time when young people say, yes, I want to be in, and moving on to all of the pieces that have to be done over the remainder of this school year, and then picking up over the summer and having that opportunity to see what it will be like to start school in the fall, and then be a part of a cohort so that you have friends and colleagues who are there to support you and to make sure that you stick to it and continue on to success. And it's just such an incredible gift to have that really 10 years of great learning that has been there, and a doubling of the program over the last 4 years, and now with the support of the City Council and Mayor Durkan to see that built out for the rest of our high schools over the next few years. It truly is an amazing opportunity. I think it also allows us to do, as we've heard already, to build and brand. Seattle Public Schools has many, many, many partners in our schools working with us. Discover U is one of those, Access Now is one of those, and we have many opportunities to earn credit while you're still in high school. This allows us to brand all of that around Seattle Promise, so that each one of those programs, not only representing the good work that they do, will also represent this idea that, yes, everyone can have that dream. Everyone, we want to support you. We believe in you. We know that you can do it. So thank you to Mayor Durkan, Seattle City Council, the trustees from Seattle colleges, Chancellor Pan. What an awesome opportunity for us and for our community.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Ronnie Nunez. I'm a past 13-year student and currently attending South Seattle College. I was born and raised in Guatemala in a little town of Livingston, Isabel. As a proud Garifuna, in 2012, I moved to Seattle along with my mom and 2 little sisters. I learned English in Seattle World School and eventually attended Rainier Beach High School. Go Vikings. I graduated and became a 13-year scholar at South Seattle College in 2016. My transition from high school to college was so easy thanks to the bridge event, the 13-year staff making sure that everything was on task, the TRIO program I was connected to, and the great peer navigators that helped me at that time. Today, I am involved in the Black Student Union as a historian. I volunteer at the Rainier Health and Fitness, a campus leader. I'm also committed to giving back to the 13-year program as a peer navigator for our incoming student this year. My goal someday is to become a sport manager, transfer to either Central Washington University or Washington State University. I'm looking forward to getting my degree so I can help my community through sports. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm so excited to introduce to you this wonderful lady who is, so it's,
Say that again, what was that?
this wonderful lady. So it's supporting this our program so other students can purchase their degree. Please join me and welcome this amazing lady, Mayor Durkan.
That was amazing. Thank you so much. Hello, students. I was at Rainier Beach, and I say hello. I heard more back. Hello. There we go. How are we doing up there? All right. That's great. Look, I want to thank the great partnership that we have here today. Deborah Juarez, those words were enormously touching, but so true. We are looking at our real promise for the future, so thank you for that. Chancellor Pan and all the members of the college program who are here, you have been amazing partners of this city for generations, and we now are embarking on something I think that will remake this city into what we've said, a city where every child knows they can go to college. Dr. Nyland, Seattle Public Schools have been a great partner on this. Thank you for working with us on this and for the commitment that you've made to our kids in this city. Without these kids, we know this city is nothing, so thank you. And let's hear it again for Ronnie. Ronnie. I mean, right? Our affordability crisis is probably the central challenge that we face as a city. We see it in every part of this city that more and more Seattle is having a hard time people getting into the city, staying into the city. And we are seeing now that over 700,000 jobs are expected in Washington state in the coming years. But of those jobs, most of them are going to require some post-high school, some college work. But only 30% of the students in Washington state have that. So that means 70% of those new jobs are going to go to kids that didn't start in Seattle. We think that's wrong. How many people here think Seattle jobs should go to Seattle kids, right? We know we are a city that has people from all over the world, and we love that. We love being an inclusive and welcoming city. We love what it's brought to the texture of the city, to our culture, to what it means to be truly an inclusive city. But at the same time, we have seen an economy that has taken off in this city for some, but not for all. And we want to make sure that every one of you kids sitting here, sitting in every high school, every public high school in the city of Seattle knows that if you do your part, we'll do our part. That's our promise to you. You do your part and we'll do our part. And that means, we talked about it in my State of the City address, one of the things we know that's hard on families, hard on kids, is making sure that kids can get to and from where they need to get, whether it's school or work or camp in the summer, safely. So that's one reason why we've been working with Metro and others, and starting next fall, every high school student, every Seattle Public High School student will get a free ORCA card. We also know, though, that we're here to talk about today is that change, that opportunity that you need in your lives to be able to go to college, and to know that that certificate or degree is not just open to you, but it's something that we are going to help you get. We're going to get you the services you need in high school so that you can get into the school, and then when you get at the college, we're going to make sure that there's someone there to help you navigate it. Because it's not easy. It's not easy for any kid in that transition between high school and college. And we want to make sure that if this promise isn't just about go, it's about supporting you and making sure that we help you through this process. We know that college isn't enough. We know we also have to focus on workforce development and making sure that you get those great jobs that we have in Seattle. And for some people, it's going to be a building trade. You're just someone who wants to be a builder, an iron worker, a trade union. For others, you're going to be a computer programmer. Others, business, sports. It can be anything you want to be. In the city of Seattle, you should be able to grow up and either work in those shiny new buildings downtown, build those shiny new buildings, or own those shiny new buildings. I want to close on something else. As we invest in the future, I know that for you, life is uncertain right now. The world is changing very quickly, and particularly for students in schools, there's a lot of things that are unsettled, as Councilmember Juarez. Tomorrow night, I'm going to be at another high school where we're having an open town hall on gun violence. It's open to all for anyone who get there. But I want you to know that I, as your mayor, the city council, and I think every adult standing here, stand for you. We will stand up for you. We will work to protect you. We will work to make sure that your schools can be places of joy and learning, and not places for lockdowns and shootings. And so just know that your future is bright. You can do anything you want to do and be anyone you want to be. And we are here to support you because you are our future. You hear that a lot, but you're our best shot. You are our best shot at what this school, this city, this country will be 20 years from now. So we're counting on you. We're supporting on you. Thank you so much for being here. And now we will sign the agreement to take the next step on this great program. All right, we're one step closer, but Chancellor Pan and the Seattle Superintendent will also sign. Thank you for your help, and you're next.
Thank you, Mayor.
All right.
Thank you.
Dr. Nyland. Let's all stay here, take a picture. Dr. Pan. All right. Thank you very much. It's official.